Shalom, everyone. Hope you are all having a wonderful day so far. Um, Now, this is a continuation of the book of Jasher. So today's message is going to be of Jasher chapter 5 and Jasher chapter 6. So those two chapters will cover today's message on in the details of how Noah and Methuselah warned everyone before the flood. And yes, they took their time trying to warn everyone to repent from their evil ways, but they did not listen. So now I am going to read to you what actually happened, and everything from the book of Jasher. Obviously, this was a continuation from the last videos I was doing. Continuation from the last video, which talked about the last video, talking about the service of Enoch and Methuselah. So they were even, warning people and trying to get people to come to Yahuwah and stuff like that. But people just started rebelling again after Methuselah or after Enoch died, and Methuselah was serving by himself until Noah got older. So so I am going to now read to you. Before I start reading, there was something I also want to speak on real quick. I don't know if you all, anyone listening to this video, heard of the movie Noah. This was an actual movie. Came out like I don't know when, but I'm not really into movies like that. But I have seen this movie before, and let me tell you this: the movie has nothing to do with what happened in the scriptures. It is a fantasy. That movie Noah, that movie that of course, it's totally unscriptural. There were things that was happening in the movie that was totally unscriptural, and even some things were even the opposite of what scriptures was talking about. So do not rely on the movie in order to see what really happened before the flood and during the flood. This is going to be a realistic reading, not what a movie is saying, even though that was unscriptural. So now you guys are going to know the truth on what really happened before and during the flood. So I hope you all enjoy this message and enjoy this reading. And all right, we're going to start off in the book of Jasher, chapter 5. And it came to be in the 84th year in the life of Noah that Enoch the son of Seth died, and he was 905 years old at his death. And in the 179th year in the life of Noah, Canaan the son of Enosh died, and all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. And in the 234th year in the life of Noah, Mahalalel the son of Canaan died, and in the days that of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. And Jared the son of Mahalalel died in those days in the 336th year in the life of Noah. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. And all who followed Yahuwah died in those days before they saw the evil which Yahuwah declared to do on the earth. So basically, everyone was, dying naturally before the flood will even occur, so that they don't have to go through the flood. So this is why they were all dying off. All right. And after the passing of many years, in the 480th year in the life of Noah, when all those men who followed Yahuwah had died away from among the sons of men, and only Methuselah was then left. Yahuwah spoke to Noah and Methuselah, saying, Speak and proclaim to the sons of men, saying, Thus said Yahuwah, return from your evil ways and forsake your works, and Yahuwah will repent from the evil that he declared to do to you, so that it shall not come to pass. Thus says Yahuwah, see, I give you a period of 120 years. If you will turn to me and forsake all your evil ways, then I will also turn away from the evil which I told you, that it shall not exist, says Yahuwah. And Noah and Methuselah spoke all the words of Yahuwah to the sons of men day after day, constantly speaking to them. But the sons of men would not listen to them, nor incline their ears to their words, and they were stiff-necked or rebellious. And Yahuwah granted them a period of 120 years, saying, If they will return, then Yahuwah will repent of the evil so as to not destroy the earth. So Yahuwah was trying to give all of them a chance to repent. If they don't repent, he's planning on flooding the earth. If they did repent, then he wouldn't flood the earth. But as you know, they did not repent. Noah, the son of Lamech, refrained from taking a wife in those days to bring forth children, for he said, Indeed, now Yahuwah will destroy the earth. Why then shall I bring forth children? And Noah was a righteous man, and he was perfect in his generation, and Yahuwah chose him to raise up a seed from his seed upon the face of the earth. And Yahuwah said to Noah, Take for yourself a wife and bring forth children, for I have seen you righteous before me in this generation. And you shall raise up seed and your children with you in the midst of the earth. And Noah went and took a wife, and he chose Naamah, the daughter of Enoch, and she was 580 years old. And Noah was 498 years old when he took Naamah for a wife. And Naamah conceived and bore a son, and he called his name Japheth, saying, Yahuwah has enlarged me in the earth. And she conceived again and bore a son, and he called his name Shem, saying, Yahuwah has made me a remnant and raised up a seed in the midst of the earth. And Noah was 502 years old when Naamah bore Shem, and the boys grew up and went in the ways of Yahuwah, and all that Methuselah and Noah their father taught them. And Lamech the father of Noah died in those days, yet even so he did not go with all his heart in the ways of his father, and he died in the 195th year of the life of Noah. And all the days of Lamech were 770 years, and he died. And all the sons of men who knew Yahuwah died in that year before Yahuwah brought evil upon them, for Yahuwah willed them to die, so as to not see the evil that Yahuwah would bring upon their brothers and relatives, for he had so declared to do. And at that time Yahuwah said to Noah and Methuselah, Stand up and proclaim to the sons of men all the words that I spoke to you in those days, and maybe they will turn from their evil ways, and I will then repent of the evil, and I will not bring it. And Noah and Methuselah stood and spoke in the hearing of the sons of men all that Yahuwah had spoken concerning them. But the sons of men would not listen, neither would they incline their ears to all their words. And it came to be after this that Yahuwah said to Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me because of their evil deeds, and see, I will destroy the earth. And take for yourself gopher wood, and go to a certain place and make a large ark and place it in that spot. And thus shall you make it 300 amah in its length, and 50 amah wide, and 30 amah high. Each amah, by the way, is around 18 inches. So that is like a foot and a half. So if you multiply each of those by a foot and a half, that's how many feet it is. Anyways, and you shall make for yourself a door open at its side, and as to an amah you shall finish above, and cover it within and without with pitch. And see, I will bring the flood of the waters on the earth, and all flesh be destroyed from under the heavens, and all that is upon the earth shall perish. For you and your household shall go and gather 2 of each of all living creatures, male and female, and shall bring them to the ark, and raise up a seed from them upon the earth, and gather unto you all food that is eaten by all the animals that were may be food for you and for them. And you shall choose for your sons 3 maidens from the daughters of men, and they shall be wives to your sons. And Noah rose up, and he made the ark in the place where Yahuwah commanded him. And Noah did as Yahuwah had ordered him. In his 595th year, Noah began to make the ark, and he made the ark in 5 years, as Yahuwah had commanded. Then Noah took the 3 daughters of Eliakim, the son of Methuselah, for wives for his sons, and as Yahuwah had commanded Noah. And it came to be at that time Methuselah, the son of Enoch, died, and he was 960 years old at his death. And at that time, after the death of Methuselah, Yahuwah said to Noah, go with your household into the ark, and see, I will gather you all the animals of the earth, and the beasts of the field, and the birds of the air, and they shall all come and surround the ark. So you notice Methuselah died like right before Noah was bringing the animals into the ark. So yes, Methuselah died right before the flood, basically. And you shall go and seat yourself by the doors of the ark, and all the beasts and the animals and the birds shall assemble and place themselves before you. And whichever of them shall come and crouch before you, you shall take and give into the hands of your son, and who shall bring them into the ark. And all that will stand before you, you shall leave. That's really funny. So any animal that crouched down, Yahuwah took them in the ark, but the animal that was standing up like this, he did not take in the ark. I just think that was funny because, it kind of reminds me of humility versus pride, stuff like that. So I just had to say that real quick. All right, continuing on chapter 6. Yeah, now I'm on verse 4 and or verse 3. And Yahuwah brought this on the next day. The animals and beasts and birds came in great multitudes and surrounded the ark. And Noah went and seated himself by the door of the ark, and all flesh that crouched before him he brought into the ark, and all that stood before him he left on the earth. And the lioness came with her 2 whelps, male and female, and the 3 crouched before Noah, and the 2 whelps rose up against the lioness and smote her, and made her flee from her place, and she went away, and they returned to their places and crouched upon the earth before Noah. And the lioness ran away and stood in the place of the lions. And Noah saw this and wondered greatly. And he rose and took the 2 whelps and brought them into the ark. And Noah brought into the ark from all living creatures that were upon the earth, so that there was none left but which Noah brought into the ark. 2 and 2 came to Noah into the ark, but from the clean animals and the clean birds he brought 7 couples, as Yahuwah had commanded him. And all the animals and beasts and birds were still there, and they surrounded the ark in every place, and rain had not fallen to 7 days after. And on that day, Yahuwah caused the whole earth to shake, and the sun darkened, and the foundations of the world roared, and the whole earth was moved violently, and lightning flashed, and thunder roared, and all the fountains in the earth were broken up, such as not were known to the inhabitants before. And Yahuwah did this mighty act in order to frighten the sons of men, that there might be no more evil upon the earth. And still the sons of men would not return from their evil ways, and they increased the wrath of Yahuwah at that time, and did not even direct their hearts to all of this. And at the end of 7 days, in the 600th year, in the life of Noah, the waters of the flood were upon the earth. And all the fountains of the deep were broken up, and the windows of the heavens were open, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And Noah and his household and all the living creatures that were with him came into the ark because of the waters of the flood, and Yahuwah shut them in. And all the sons of men that were left upon the earth became exhausted through evil because of the rain, for the waters that were coming more violently upon the earth, all the animals and beasts were still surrounding the ark. Oh yeah, talking about all the animals and the beasts that wasn't in the ark, they were all surrounding it. Isn't that funny? All right, and the sons of men assembled together about 700,000 men and women, and they came unto Noah to the ark. And they called to Noah, saying, Open for us, that we may come to you in the ark, for why should we die? And Noah with a loud voice answered them from the ark, saying, Have you not all rebelled against Yahuwah, and said that he did not exist? Therefore Yahuwah brought upon you this evil, to destroy and cut you off from the face of the earth. Is this not the word that I spoke to you 120 years ago, and you would not listen to the voice of Yahuwah? And now do you desire to live upon the earth? And they said to Noah, We are ready to return to Yahuwah, only open for us, that we may live and not die. And Noah answered them, saying, Look, now that you see the trouble of your beings, you went in to return to Yahuwah. Why did you not return during these 120 years, which Yahuwah granted you as a determined period? But now you come and tell me this because of the troubles of your beings. Now also Yahuwah will not listen to you, neither will he give an ear to you on this day, so that you will not now succeed in your desires. And the sons of men approached in order to break into the ark, to come in because of the rain, for they could not bear the rain upon them. And Yahuwah sent all the beasts and animals that stood around the ark, and the beasts overpowered them and drove them from that place. And every man went his way, and they again scattered themselves upon the face of the earth. So Yahuwah used all the animals that were not in the ark to like chase them away. And the rain was still falling upon the earth, and it fell 40 days and 40 nights. And the waters were mighty on the earth, and all flesh that was on the earth or in the waters died, whether men, animals, beasts, creeping creatures, or birds of the air. On only Noah remained, and those that were with him in the ark. And the waters were mighty, and they greatly increased upon the earth, and they lifted up the ark, and it was raised from the earth. And the ark floated on the face of the waters, and it was tossed upon the waters, so that all the living creatures within were turned about like stew in a pot. And great anxiety seized all the living creatures that were in the ark, and the ark was thought to be broken. And all the living creatures that were in the ark were afraid. The lions roared, the oxen lowed, and the wolves howled, and every living creature in the ark spoke and lamented in its own tongue, so that their voices reached to a great distance. And Noah and his sons cried and wept in their troubles, and they were greatly afraid, for they had reached the gates of death. And Noah prayed to Yahuwah and cried to him because of this, and he said, O Yahuwah, help us, for we have no strength to bear this evil that has come upon us. For the waves of the waters that have surrounded us, rushing torrents have frightened us, and the snares of death have come before us. Answer us, O Yahuwah, answer us. Light up your face towards us and be gracious to us. Redeem us and deliver us. And Yahuwah listened to the voice of Noah, and Yahuwah remembered him. And a wind passed over the earth, and the waters were stilled, and the ark rested. And the fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were stopped, and the rain from the heavens was withheld. And the waters decreased in those days, and the ark rested upon the mountains of Ararat. And Noah then opened the windows of the ark, and Noah still called out to Yahuwah at that time, and he said, O Yahuwah, who formed the earth and the heavens and all that are within, bring forth our beings from this confinement and from the prison wherein you have placed us, for I am much wearied with sighting. And Yahuwah listened to the voice of Noah and said to him, When you have completed a full year, you shall then go out. And at the turn of the year, when a full year was completed to Noah's dwelling in the ark, the waters were dried off all the earth, and Noah took off the covering of the ark. And at that time, on the 27th day of the second month, the earth was dry. But Noah and his sons and those that were with him did not go out of the ark until Yahuwah told them. And they came that Yahuwah told them to go out, and they all went out from the ark. And they went and returned every one to his way, to his place, to Noah and his sons dwelt in the land that Yahuwah had told them. And they served Yahuwah all their days, and Yahuwah blessed Noah and his sons on their going out from the ark. And he said to them, Be fruitful and fill all the earth, and become strong and increase abundantly in the earth and multiply. So that's it for chapter 6. So we just read chapters 5 and 6 of the book of Jasher. All right, so that is going to be it for this subject. I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions under the comments. And yeah, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Shalom, everyone.